We need to have an attitude of working together, building each other up, to amplify each other's audiences, to just absolutely take over the media airwaves and dominate state-run media, discredit it, and break with the system. Don't play patty cake with it anymore. We need to just clearly delineate that we are the media. We're not as important as the New York Times. We are not sellouts. We are the real media. We're a million times better than the New York Times or CNN.
Absolutely. No question about it. And I totally agree with you. I think it's so important that we do build this synergy between new media. And as you said, well, look, Roger Ailes has over at Fox, he has a policy where he says you never shoot inside the tent. Even if you disagree with somebody who's there at Fox also, he says you just don't shoot inside the tent, because there's so much you need to be fighting, so much you need to be worried about. The person across from you that you might disagree with on some issue, you never attack them. I think that same philosophy, and I think, by the way, it's worked very well for Fox, it's the same philosophy we need in new media, which is, you don't shoot inside the tent. There's no reason to attack people who are of the same mindset.
What did Cass Sunstein write before he joined the administration for Harvard? He also wrote it for Chicago Business. He said, we're going to create fake media. We're going to go out like we're the conspiracy theorists, is what people that question their known lies. Mm-hmm. Obama saying you can keep your doctor, or there's a death panel. He calls you a conspiracy theorist.
That's right.
Doesn't matter, we're right. He just has a throwaway line intellectually to not have to deal with us. He said we're going to set up media and create infighting. We'll operate for 6 months to a year. That's what George Soros and the Pentagon and the White House are doing now. They're organizing and creating fake alternative media who immediately start infighting. Mm-hmm. So the minute you see that, you're looking, folks, at people that have been paid to do it.
Yep.
So anyone that does that is the enemy. That's exactly what Media Matters said they would do. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I'm very suspect of folks at RT that pop up and go, I'm not going to be part of this takeover of Ukraine. Live on air. That absolutely, RT's been infiltrated. And it's the other way. Russia infiltrates the U.S. It's just, look at everybody's agenda, folks. Look at what they promote and look at the long-term compendium of what people have done. I'm ranting. Go ahead.
No. Listen, and to the point, you're talking about this young lady last night who resigned on the anchor desk over at RT, right? And says, I'm not going to be here anymore. Well, what I wanted to know was, can you give me some specifics? When you say that you're not going to be part of a network that's whitewashing for Putin, listen, I have all respect if you believe that. So can you tell me what's happening? Tell me about the whitewashing. Give me some examples of it, which she didn't do when she stepped down. She just said, I'm not going to be a part of this whitewashing and I'm out of here. And she left. If that's her conscience, if that's her conviction, that's fine. But I'd like to know some details on it. And I'd like to know specifically.
I've been interviewed by her. And I'm not accusing her of being an operative. I'm just saying it needs to be looked into. Because, I know for a fact, and I'm not, I can talk about this, but it just sounds unbelievable. The White House got in touch with RT 2 years ago and said, do not have him back on anymore if you want to keep your license in this country.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was told. And they never had me back on, which I don't even care about. I mean, I think when I've been on with Max Kaiser, that can still get on and still air, but he has to go through a bunch of trouble to get me on. I don't even care because RT domestically doesn't have a very big audience.
Right.
Worldwide, it's big. Mm-hmm. Plus, people would say in normal media, I'm not selling anything worldwide, so I don't want to go on RT. Well, I want to go on RT to sell freedom, to sell the idea of liberty. But they didn't like me. I would always go in there and talk about Stalin and Lenin and stuff. And even though Russia doesn't go that direction of Stalin and Lenin now, still, it's kind of like, hey, don't insult our background.
You're messing with the archetypes.
Yeah, right. Exactly, messing with the archetypes. But, I've been on Japanese TV, British TV, Iranian TV. The media always is like, what, do you work for the Iranians? No, I like to go talk to the Iranians. Mm-hmm.
Well, and why shouldn't you? I mean, we have this policy in this country where we don't want to talk to anyone. We don't want to share our ideals. We don't want to have dialogue and conversation. And
well, it's like CNN. What is Ron Paul doing going on Alex Jones's show? Or all this gatekeeping of MSNBC.
Right.
What's Tucker Carlson doing on his show? What's it your business with 500,000 viewers? You're a joke. You're a hoax. You're a fraud. Don't sit here and tell me with 3 million listeners every day how you hang the moon and you decide everything. I'm sick of the condescension.
Yeah.